You open an Azure tutorial. The guy says, okay, so first open your resource group, and you're already lost. What's a resource group? Where do you even start? That's exactly what this video fixes. In the next 15 minutes, I'll walk you through the entire Azure setup from zero: free account, tenant, subscription, resource group, and your first virtual network. No fluff, no confusion. By the end of this video, you'll be ready for any Azure tutorial out there. The first thing you need is a free Azure account. Go to azure.microsoft.com/free. I'll put the link on screen. Click Try Azure for free. You can use an existing Outlook or Hotmail account or create a new one. I keep a separate account just for lab work. It keeps things clean and organized. Now, when it asks for a credit card, don't worry. Microsoft uses this for identity verification only. You will not be charged unless you manually click the upgrade button, and that button is clearly labeled. Fill in your details, complete the verification, and you're in. Coming up, the Azure concepts every tutorial assumes you know, but nobody explains. 2 minutes, and you'll understand them completely. Head to portal.azure.com and log in. I'm already signed in here. You can see the Azure portal on screen. Before we build anything, I want to explain 5 terms that every Azure tutorial assumes you already know. These were the things that confused me when I started. Let's clear them up right now. First is the tenant. Think of a tenant like your family's last name. Everyone in your family shares it, and it holds you all together. In Azure, your tenant is your organization's identity. It's created automatically the moment you sign up. It's your company's front door to all Microsoft Cloud services. Every user, every subscription, every resource you create, it all belongs to your tenant. And your tenant has a unique ID called the Tenant ID. We'll see that in the portal in a moment. Exam tip: the tenant is your Azure Active Directory instance, now called Microsoft Entra ID. When a question mentions organizational identity in Azure, that is the tenant. AZ900 and AZ104 both test this. Coming up next, the billing concept that determines which Azure account gets charged for everything you build. Second, the subscription. Think of a subscription like your family's bank account. In Azure, a subscription is your billing container. Virtual machines, storage, networks, they all sit inside a subscription, so Azure knows who to charge. Here's the important part. One tenant can have many subscriptions. A company might have one subscription for development and a separate one for production. Your free account already comes with one subscription created for you. Let me say that simply. One tenant, many subscriptions. One company name, multiple bank accounts. That's all it is. Exam tip: subscription. Let me show you exactly where to find this in the portal. Go to the search bar at the top and type tenant. Click on tenant properties from the results. Right here, you can see your tenant ID, your organization name, and all your tenant level information. Now let's find the subscription. Go back to the search bar and type subscriptions. Click the result. Here you can see all your subscriptions. On my screen, I have multiple. They're labeled as pay as you go. If you just signed up, yours will likely say free trial or Azure Subscription 1. Either is fine. That's your billing container. Third is resource group. Think of a resource group like a toy box. You put all your related toys in the same box so you can find them easily. And when you're done playing, you throw away the whole box and everything inside disappears at once. In Azure, a resource group is a folder that holds all your related resources together. Virtual machines, networks, storage, they all go inside one resource group. And here is the best part. When you delete a resource group, everything inside gets deleted with it. That makes cleaning up your lab environment incredibly simple. One delete and everything is gone. Exam tip: resources can be moved between resource groups, but not between subscriptions directly. A resource group has a region, but resources inside it can be in different regions. This distinction is tested on exam. Let's go to the portal right now and create our first resource group. This is the foundation everything else sits inside. Go to the search bar at the top and type resource groups. Select resource groups from the results. Click Create. A new window will open. Choose your subscription. Mine is pay as you go. Yours might say free trial or Azure Subscription 1. Select whichever one you have. For the resource group name, I'm typing RG Demo Lab. I always name resources clearly, so I know exactly what they are. Good naming habits now save a lot of confusion later. For the region, I am selecting North Central US as it is the closest to me. Choose the region that is closest to you. Now click Review and Create. Azure will quickly validate your information. Once the Create button is highlighted at the bottom, click Create. That's it. It takes just a few seconds, and your very first resource group is ready to go. Click Refresh at the top, and you should see your resource group. Fourth is Virtual Network. Now let me explain the virtual network. Think of a virtual network like the roads in your neighborhood. Your houses need roads to visit each other, right? Without roads, nobody can get anywhere. In Azure, a virtual network is your private network in the cloud. All your virtual machines use it to communicate with each other, with the internet, and with your on-premises systems. And here is something important to remember. You must have a virtual network before you can create any virtual machines. Fifth is Subnet. Think of a subnet like a street inside your neighborhood. A neighborhood has many streets, one street for the shops, one for the houses, one for the school. Each street is separate, but they all belong to the same neighborhood. In Azure, a subnet is a smaller section inside your virtual network. You use subnets to organize your resources by function. For example, one subnet for your web servers, and a completely separate subnet for your databases. And each subnet has its own range of IP addresses. Let's go to the portal right now and create our first virtual networks and subnet. Go to the search bar at the top and type virtual networks. And select virtual networks from the results. Click Create, and it will open a new window. For the subscription, make sure you have selected the right subscription. For the resource group, select RG Demo Lab, the one we just created. For the virtual network name, type VNet Demo Lab. For the region, select North Central US. This is important. Your virtual network region must match your resource group region. Then click Next. On the Security tab, just leave everything as default and click Next again. Now on the IP Addresses tab, you will see the default address space. Leave it exactly as it is. Now let's set up the subnet. Click on the little pencil icon on the right-hand side. It will open a new window. Change the name from default to subnet-01. Leave everything else exactly as it is and click Save. Azure will quickly validate your information. Once the Create button is highlighted at the bottom, click Create. That's it. It takes just a few seconds, and your very first virtual network and subnet is ready to go. And that's it. Your Azure environment is set up and ready to go. Let's recap what you just built: a free Azure account, tenant and subscription understood and located in the portal, your first resource group created, and a virtual network with a subnet, all organized and ready. You're no longer starting from zero. This is the foundation. Everything in Azure, virtual machines, storage, security, builds on exactly what you just set up. In the next video, we're going to create a virtual machine inside this resource group. That's where it gets really hands-on. If you're deploying Azure for your organization and need hands-on help, the link in the description connects you with me directly. If this video helped you, hit subscribe. New Azure content every week. I'm Jai from Jai Cloud Sec. See you in the next one.